for that Christian. He's told you, so I'll tell you what he's done. This is how manipulative the Dawagandists are. Because he stated something that is a half-truth. According to certain madhabs, right, that a Muslim is given prison time to reconsider. But now, answer the question fully. What happens if they don't recant? What happens if they remain obstinate? This is called obfuscation. Let me answer the question. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Did you all hear that?
Doesn't know.
But he did know about the prison sentence. I'll tell you what the full answer is.
Okay.
The answer he doesn't want to be exposed.
Yeah.
In some madhabs, you're in prison for a few days if you remain obstinate in being a Christian. An Islamic State would kill you.
Boo.
But that will never happen to a Muslim.
Boo.
You're ready.
Hey,
You're running.
You're running.
Let me just Trinity. Just let me finish this.
Don't run down, call.
Bring him. I'll debate Hashim. Bring the Hashim.
Yeah, bring him.
I'm going to bring Hashim and I'm going to debate him. Let me finish this.
He never come.
Right, I'm going to talk for 5 minutes. Let's be clear, right? We can find hadiths where it calls for the killing of Christians. I will find that hadith that talks about the jizya being up to 50%. At the first opportunity, come and grab me next Sunday, and I'll show it to you. Right? But I'll show it to you. But notice, I want you to understand how the Dawagandists is working in this market. Yeah, because the evidence works against them. This book that I'm quoting is one of their books. It's printed by the main Islamic university, Azhar University in Cairo, ladies and gentlemen. And it clearly showed that Christians would live as apostates. They would live as second-class citizens in an Islamic caliphate. And all the Muslim could do was lie, and this is how the Dawagandists are operating in this corner. They look for people that don't know, and then they tell you what they think you want to hear. And they avoid Christians who can challenge them on actual facts, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why he ran. Christians under an Islamic caliphate will be treated as second-class citizens. Make no mistake about it. We will be subjugated if we are Christians in an Islamic state. Don't believe me. Think that I am lying? Then take your liberal ass, take your progressive ignorance and your left-wing bullshit and go and speak to the Pakistani Christians, the Assyrian Christians of Iraq, the Assyrian Christians of Syria, Jordan. Go and speak to the Christians of Nigeria. Go and speak to the Christians of Egypt. If you want to know how Christians will be treated under an Islamic state, do not go and ask a Muslim.
No way. Go
and ask the Christians who have the experience and let them educate your liberal progressive ignorance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a further point to this, and it is this. If you are a Christian, then you have a moral obligation to love your brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. And that means, as a Christian, that you have a moral obligation to resist Islamization, to reverse Islamization, to oppose Sharia law, and to reverse Sharia law wherever it is established, because if you do anything else, you have failed to love your brothers and sisters in Christ, and you have failed to love your neighbour as yourself. And that is why, as Christians, we are not called to be doormats when we are faced with Sharia law, but we are called to be more than conquerors and reverse the caliphates, destroy the caliphates, reverse Sharia law, not just here in London, but in Mecca and Medina itself, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we have the Dawagandists on the run. And you caught it on camera, their manipulation tactics, their manipulation strategy, who they target, and how they avoid people that can defeat them in argument. So I want to thank that brother over there for helping us expose it by just being a sincere person. Hashim, we know he's not coming.
No, never.
So if you want to debate the Trinity, we can.
Again, Lorraine.